layout update. It's been a little while since I've done one of these. Why is because for that time period, I ran out of materials. Main thing, ran out of ballast. And I can't do anything without ballast. And basically, you can see over there, all the ballasting I've done to that little double track area over there. I've done it to that single track there and to my yard, mostly. So now we have the Smooth It, the paving tape, and the balsa wood, which we need to make the rises to this Xing or railroad crossing here. And also got some trees, because who doesn't need trees? And also a new addition to the layout. A new, drumroll please, Canadian National covered hopper. I got this at the hobby shop for the money I've made off YouTube so far. I bought this. It's a Canadian National covered hopper, and just thought I'd show you guys just cause why not. But anyways, there it is. You got the metal trucks, the Katy scale couplers. Yeah, very nice detail. So I'm going to put this to the side for now. Basically, what I'm doing right now is we went to the hobby shop today, got a bunch of stuff. We got this road here. Now you may be wondering, Dakota, if you got this road, why do you need to smooth it to make your detailed roads? Well, I decided that for the front part all the way down here, I'm going to use this road, but for the crossing here, this extra road, I'm going to use this to smooth it to make that road. So basically, it comes in a roll. Well, it comes in one roll, but it's got different pieces. But anyways, it comes in rolls, and basically all I got to do is glue it, basically just adhere it down, basically. And at that point, I can continue with what I need to do, so. Okay everyone, there's that part of the road down. And now that that's been put down, we're going to go ahead and ballast another part of the track and do some more of the scenery. And we'll get to that right now. Okay everyone, so right here, as you can see, we have one corner that has not been ballasted yet. And now that we have more ballast, we can do that. So right here, we have the medium ballast, which is the mixed. So you have the different kinds of the gray blend. So you have the different kinds and looks a bit more realistic. You can see the ballast there. And the way I'm going to have to do it this time is going to be a little more time consuming than it was before. Because I made a mistake last time as well. I decided to just pour a bunch of ballast on there and then just level it out at different places. And at that point, trying to adhere it all down and actually trying to get it to stay was like really, really hard. And I had to keep using more and more scenic cement. But see, the thing is, if you can just do one layer and it'll actually stick when you put it down, then you wouldn't have to worry about that. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a light set of ballast. If need be, I can apply more. However, I'm basically just gonna just apply tiny little bits on there and see what works. But other than that, this is gonna be kind of time consuming. So this is definitely gonna be sped up because this, for starters, you're not gonna want to watch this at all because this is gonna take absolutely forever. So I'll speed it up. Remember guys, sometimes I try not to have the sitting on the ties, so one way to prevent is to put it over
everybody. So now that was so now I have the ballast in all the rest of the cover, making sure that the core road bed is showing through in places. So I'm putting our cover bed ballast. You can now go ahead and do your ballast. You can see it's like this now, you can use our cover as well. First I look at so smaller areas, then I'll cover the used. If you're going to be like this, there's some here, and the smaller areas, then I cover the cover. I'll do the best at this point. Then put the 2 big curves. With this, you're not worried about getting on details. That's why I'll do the best at areas. So I haven't tried out. We shot. So now I'm going to try out. So we have 6 minutes, and we'll go ahead. Just spray that with it. Now, this is right down. Now, some people I don't want to pour glue, but it seems like I want to do that. I want to glue around properly. So I'm going to spray down as is. Give a few good sprays. I don't want this. Because, now notice that, the lubricants are active allows the lubricant straight to the ballast, which will allow here itself is, don't stay in place. Now, to clean my rail, like I said, glue, I go take all these sparkles, run it all the way up, and all the way down. So all the way up, and then you, that glue is running all the way down to get rid of that glue, so it shrinks up the magnetic correctly. So I'm going to get it, they're trying to see, so. We got like whole brains, ballast areas, like the dry will they should have, but other than that, that's a little bit. The hardest part about ballast, I'll wait until the nail stays in place, because I go by each tiny grain of it. Come on, look at this. Here. That's one grain of ballast right there.
So right there are just a few grains of ballast, and that all has to be applied. Now, some of you may be wondering why this ballast looks lighter than, per se, this ballast over here. Now, this ballast here, the darker ballast, it came darker, and I've added scenic cement to it a couple of times already. While this came lighter on as is, and adding glue will darken it a little bit, but not by too much though. As you can see here how quickly the glue disappears, and it just glues all the ballast down. So next, most people don't ballast these yard tracks because it's such a hassle. I mean, I might, but I mean, it's almost just a waste of ballast. I mean, this was kind of just for scenery, but I've realized that some of that you cause yourself some unnecessary troubles. So next up, we'll probably just do this curve. What I will do probably is add just a random pile of ballast here to simulate the end of track. But over here, I'll just start the ballast over here, and eventually, I'll probably get down to this part. But I'm gonna have to stop at the diamond just about, because we haven't done this road yet, nor have we done the electrical circuit for this part here. Problem is with my camera, if I zoom in too far, it won't focus for the life of me. So there you go. You have that. And you can tell how realistic it looks, besides the blinds right at the top of the screen there. But so basically, it's saying if you pass those bushes, you're in their yard, basically. You are in their rail yard, and you are on the railroad property, basically. I mean, it's not that you wouldn't already be, considering you're in the middle of 2 double tracks, or of a double track, technically. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video here until we come back for another update. With that, see ya. Okay guys, so most of the ballast has dried at this point, and now we can go ahead and add some grass. So we're gonna go ahead and do that really quick.
Guys, literally what I'm going to do to add a little bit of detail is to run add the dirt, kind of model of the area the tree actually is growing.
Go ahead. So you use the other camera. Take it and just spray it all down. Lock it all down with a layer of scenic cement.
What I can do also is add things like this. Set model bushes and other things. What I can do is add small drops of glue, add some here, and add one right here. And go ahead, just stick some of this down, and it's just like a bush. Or like a shrub or anything like that, so that's all it is really. Put it down, we got some extra scenery there. The reason I don't really use scenic cement for like some of the bushes and some of that is sometimes it doesn't work the best. I mean, I'll give it a few squirts of scenic cement, but I'd rather just use drop glue to adhere things like bushes like this. So I wouldn't use the scenic cement for that kind of stuff because it works better. I mean, I'll give them all a squirt of scenic cement, but
Their glue is probably the best thing to use for it, so. Well, there you go. You got some scenery there. You got your grass right here with a double track converts. You got your grass. I had a little bush there. Got a tree and some bushes. And then you got your shrub in your yard. So nice, got some scenery going here. And we'll get back to you when the next update comes along. Okay, everybody, so some time has gone by. We're gonna go ahead and now put in the road for this crossing here. And right here, I've made the other part to my diamond interlocking. Right here, this is gonna be an abandoned little spur here. I'm gonna make it an abandoned track. I made a little crossing right here, although this crossing isn't very neat, although it's not supposed to be because it's an abandoned track. For all I care, the road can just go straight over it. I honestly don't care, because this is just going to be abandoned anyway. So I just used some balsa wood to give it a small road bed, but nothing much. So that's what's gone so far. Okay, everybody, we have the Woodland Scenic paving tape down, along with my little center thing there. So we're going to go ahead and apply the road now with the smoother that we had before. So go ahead and do that now. Okay, everybody, check this out. The road has been completed. It's gonna take about 24 hours to dry, and we'll get back to you tomorrow on the road. And you can see that it came out pretty well. I like it, so. But I think it's really nice how it came out. See how we have the different little areas for the wheels to, the axles to pass through. This is my little tester car right here. You can see that it passes over just fine. Passes over just fine without any problems whatsoever. And the road is in perfect condition. So, and back here, check out, I haven't shown you guys this yet, but check out the landscaping I've done. You can already tell that a dirt road there is new, but check out the landscaping I've done back here. Check this out. So I've already done some piles of ballast at the end of the track to simulate the end of track. And I've ballasted these two tracks coming up to just about there. I've done 2 railroad crossings right here. And I'm going to ballast this part. And then I'll have to ballast this double track here coming out to the end. Alright, and right now I'm going to go ahead and ballast this part. Because, other than that, there's not really much else I can do. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that. everybody, that ballast is just about done. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera back just in case. So just so I don't get any cement on the camera. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it all down with Alright guys, that's just about good. And to make sure any excess glue is wiped away to prevent any problems in the future, go ahead and wipe down the rails with our little extra piece of cork here. Sometimes this railroad crossing right here with the dirt gets kind of screwy when I do this, so one extra measure I like to do is to run this caboose straight through to make sure it fits. Everything will run through just fine. And there are places that the cork may not be able to get to because of certain detail that I don't want to get rid of. I go ahead and just take my fingernail and just rub it up and down so I can get rid of any of that excess glue sitting there. So, and once I have done that, to my desire, go ahead and run the rail car through there. I didn't realize actually I missed a little spot. That tiny little drop there. There. Make sure I get all the details on.
There you go. That's about all that needs to be done right now. This section of the house. Real quick. Extra ballast that may sit in the road if we don't want it. Sometimes we find it outside here, giving access. Right there, you can see that runs through. See how well done. So, that does very well. There you go. Just another holding on. How well there. And that's way more than I was actually having to brush this. So, and that's okay. So, I can go back around the side, compensate a little bit, measure this. Take these.
You can see here how that whole part fits along pretty well, and my camera does not want to focus and see how well it looks. I think it looks pretty good. So if you're looking at it from here, it looks pretty real. Not gonna lie, it looks pretty real. So and this is kind of gonna be basically it's the dirt road coming up all the way. And basically this part's already secure. However, some of this is damper. Looks a bit damper. May need some extra drying, and that's gonna take a little longer, so I'm just gonna leave it there. But basically, all this little road here it comes up the way, comes across the two lines here. And you got the dirt road that goes into the yard here. And except right now, except for a lone Norfolk Southern GE, it's completely empty. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these blinds back, and with that, that's gonna wrap up the update for right now. That stuff all the way over there is gonna take some time to dry, so we're gonna let that do overnight, and we'll come back tomorrow morning, see how the progress is going. See ya.